Howdy and been welcome to Russell Heritage Golf. Today, another little simple exercise, another part of the routine that you can start introducing on a daily basis. This one is something that you'd want to have the confidence eventually to do down the driving range because it's about impact. Now, what we're talking about on the channel recently and what we're going to be talking about very much over this winter period is to focus our attention on just key areas. One of the key areas in the golf swing is pre-impact, which basically means when the club is parallel placed coming in towards the hitting area. What you should be at this position in the golf swing is that you should be at capacity in terms of the hip rotation. So if you basically make sure that your pelvis stays pointing down towards the ground and you are triggering a rotation, it would be the same as the feeling on the last video when we did the screwdriver drill, that basically you'll reach a range of capacity where you can't turn anymore. Now this should happen very much on the downswing position. But the idea is that as I've opened up my pelvis as much as it could go, basically at this position is where I'd position my hands and my arms so the club is now parallel placed. If you don't get to the capacity, then there'll be no need for you to get up and hit the ball. See, we know this is what happens with professional golfers. They transition, they open the hips, they keep turning, and they are basically reaching capacity with the hip rotation by the time the club is parallel placed, which therefore means the only way you can hit the ball is to trigger an extension and get through it. What most amateur golfers do is they end up triggering the extension because they know they should, but all you end up doing is basically standing up. You're not doing it for club head speed. So the drill, before I get completely soaked, is very simple. It's basically get to pre-impact as open as you can, hold it, feel like there's a load, feel the weight pressure underneath the lead side, and then get your shoulder up and out of there and just basically feel like the shoulder's retracting back behind your head, and that's going to help you introduce club head speed, which means then the wrist will be able to release onto the back of the ball. And similar to what I'm doing there, to help give you a bit more momentum, just kind of bump it back a little bit more. But it's an invaluable exercise that you definitely need to do. Go and work on it. Terrible weather here at the moment, maybe something that you want to save for when you go down the driving range. But again, another invaluable way of spending your time. Conscious competence is absolutely key when it comes to practice. Don't do things that, you know, just going down the range, hitting balls, doing the same sort of thing, especially in the off season. It's just like you're never going to make a swing change. Test yourself. Even if you go down the range and you can't get the club on the back of the ball, eventually you will, eventually you'll improve, but you've got to push yourself out of the comfort zone. Catch up with you soon.